Hey guys, Diane here with the Green Eye Monster Review, and today I have 15 of my favorite top horror shorts on YouTube. These are all free to stream. You don't have to sign up. You don't have to pay for anything. But I went through a lot of duds to get this list for you all. So you better watch it and you better hit that like and subscribe button. So let's get into it. Okay, so this is a very solid top 15. I feel like I went through a lot to get you guys these 15 videos. I went through a lot of duds to find these. So you're going to sit there and you're going to watch every single one of them. But I ranked them not rated. I didn't want to rate every single video from like 1 to 5. I just felt like it was too much and it would be a little hard to do. It's almost like I almost cringe even to rate books at this point because I'm like, oh, I gave it a this and I should have done a that. But so this one I went more of the enjoyability chart. This is where I enjoyed every single one of them. If you were to watch any one of them, I'm like, oh yeah, that's such a good one. But I went from the ones that I enjoyed not as much to the ones I enjoyed I just loved. So, and then I also found myself putting them into categories once I was kind of looking at them, writing them down, for the video. And I was like, oh, they're kind of categorizing themselves. So they fall into 3 different ones. So the first one is a good scare. This is more of a short and sweet and to the point type of thing. And then we have more of like a psychological setting where you're a little more tense, you're a little more drawn into a story. And then we have more of like the unsettling, the heavy stories where you're really going to be thinking about it later. So first we have Mama Agnes. This is only about 2 minutes. This is about a mother and her daughter. It's a very I wouldn't even say atmospheric. It's just a very down-to-earth story, but this is really a good scare. And then we have No Sleep Tonight, which is something that I feel like is very plausible. This could happen. This might happen tonight. We'll see. But this was also only 2 minutes. I don't want to give too much away because, like I said, you don't need a whole lot going into these. And then we have Lights Out. Also another short and sweet and to the point. It's only 2 minutes. It's very, this one is pretty atmospheric where you feel like you're kind of like, oh gosh, something's going to get me. So that was a really good one. And then we have Pleasant Inn. That's an animated one. And the animation is very kind of flowy, but in a really creepy and unsettling way, which I really enjoyed. It's almost stop motion, but liquid form. It's very weird and it's very enjoyable. I really liked it. And that was only like 7 minutes long. So that was my good scare. Those are ones that are really going to kind of have you, on the edge of your seat. And then we have more of like the psychological ones where it's going to put more of a storyline. So the first we have Make Me a Sandwich. This is about 3 minutes long. This is my husband's favorite, but this was a very frenzied and very stressful environment. It had me kind of like on edge the whole time, but it was also one that I feel like is a solid video. And then we have Caregiver, about 4 minutes. This is more of a awkward interaction, almost like, I don't want to say The Office, but that type of awkwardness where you're like, oh, okay, I guess. And then next we have The Birch. This is more of a, I don't want to say heartfelt because it's not really heartfelt, but in some aspect it is. So this is The Birch. The cover itself is amazing. I feel like just going by the cover itself is going to be a good idea because that kind of sets the tone of the whole story. And then next we have The Other Side of the Box is about 15 minutes. And this is a trope I've seen before, but I feel like they put a twist on it and made it a little different from what I've seen before. And then next we have The Chair. The Chair is about 25 minutes. And this was actually the first horror short that we watched that really kind of set us on this path of like, oh, there could be some really good horror shorts. This one was really kind of mind-bending, and I really thought that this was something different. So this is now going into the more unsettling, the more heavy videos. So first we have The Smiling Man. That's about 6 minutes. This one gave me more of like a carnival vibe, a creepy carnival vibe. I watched this with my husband and he was like, no, you might want to warn people. And I was like, well, if they're on my channel, I don't really feel like I need to warn you. I feel like that kind of takes the fun away from something, but this is me not warning you. about this video and anything above it. So next we have the kid in the camera, and this one I think is pretty old. It's about 7 minutes. I have seen this somewhere before. I couldn't tell you where it was, but once I watched it, I was like, oh, I remember this. So this is it's animated, but in such a sad and melancholy way that it really is beckoning you to watch. This is definitely one of my favorites. And then we have Portrait of God. That is 7 minutes. This was a very oppressive 7 minutes. It was very uncomfortable. I enjoyed it, but I also didn't enjoy it. It's it's like a disturbing read. It's like you enjoyed it, but you're like, why'd you enjoy it? Something is wrong with you. Why'd you enjoy that so much? And then we have The Curve. This was almost 10 minutes long. And I'm pretty shocked that this ended up this high in my list, because when we first started watching it, I was like, we probably just turn this off. It's not really my thing. But the more it went on, I'm like, I think I was so uncomfortable that I was like, turn it off, because this situation is just something that I could not fathom happening to me or happening. When I see a situation, I'm always like, oh, what would I do? And then I'm like, if my kid was there, and I'm like, I don't know. But this one was really good. I really enjoyed this one. It was definitely unsettling. It's suspenseful. It's a different kind of horror than I think most people really tend to gravitate towards. At least I tend to gravitate towards. I don't really go for this type, but maybe I should. Maybe it's opened a new door for me. We'll see. And then next we have The Cat with Hands. And that is such a cute title. I feel like The Cat with Hands. First you got a cute cat, and then you got little tiny baby hands. This is not the video. That is not how it goes. So this is more of like a topsy-turvy feel is what I kind of got from it. It's very strange. It's very kind of whimsical, and that I love whimsical things. It's very, like I said, I don't want to give too much away. This is just something that you'll enjoy. If you like horror, I feel like this is a no-brainer. And then last but not least, this is my top pick. And of course, it's cosmic horror, because that is my jam. And that is The Man from the Sea. And that was 10 minutes. And what I love about cosmic horror is that anything is possible. It's so dark, but at the same time, it's kind of freeing. It's almost like being in really dark, deep water, but being so relaxed that you don't really care what's going to happen to you, if that makes sense. And this is one that I just really enjoyed. It was my favorite. If you've seen any books on my channel, you already know that cosmic horror is just one of the things that I enjoy most. But so that was my top 15. I feel like you'll enjoy pretty much any video on there. You can hit me up in the comments and let me know if you have some recommendations, or if you felt like, these were just the tip of the iceberg. 'Cause I know there's so many videos out there. I'm going to have the link to all these videos in the comments below. Just hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.